Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. My name is Masuda Mohamadi, and I'm so excited to be with all of you today. Happy Sunday. Happy Father's Day. So we're going to be together for the next 30 minutes. The first 20 minutes, I'm going to be sharing with you about the heart chakra and ways to cultivate more gratitude in our lives. And also give you a little bit overview of the chakras in case you're new to it and don't know much about it. And then we're going to really go deep into that heart chakra. And so my book, Unlock the Power of Your Chakras, is coming out August 8th. And it's really an immersive experiential experience with each of the chakras. It includes yoga sets, meditations, and then exercises from positive psychology. So the practices I'm sharing with you about gratitude are from that book. And there's lots of tools in the book that are both spiritual and practical to really help bring the chakras into balance and for us to live healthier and happier lives. So it's great to see all the chats and the names and people from everywhere. I'll keep an eye on the chats, and if you have questions, you can share them, but I'll probably get to all the questions in that last 10 minutes. But if you feel like sharing anything, please do so, and I welcome it. So let's dive in and talk a little bit in general about the chakras. Chakra means disc or wheel of energy, and the concept comes from the ancient Hindu texts. So yogis used chakras as focus points in the body to go into deep states of meditation. And the chakras were really used as a tool for transformation and from non-attachment to the material world and this desire to be in union with the divine. And the way the ancient yogis talked about the chakras was they associated it with a specific part of the body. And they described each chakra as a lotus flower with different number of petals. So they described 7 energy centers from the base of the spine all the way to the crown of the head. And then each chakra was a different lotus flower with a different number of petals. The ancient yogis also talked about colors, but their colors are very different than the modern colors that we talk about. They ascribed an element to the first 5 chakras, the elements of earth, water, fire, air, and ether. And also there was a sound associated with each chakra, an animal, and then several deities. So once again, these ancient yogis used these chakras as visualizations and symbols to really focus on, go into deep meditation, create transformation. And they believed that by awakening the Kundalini energy, that divine feminine Shakti energy, they could pierce through each chakra. And as they pierce through each chakra, it would help them move into this higher state of awareness and become less and less attached to the material world. But over the years, the definition and the application and the understanding of the chakras has changed a lot. So modern yogis have ascribed very different characteristics and ideas to the chakras so that they can be more of an applicable tool in our modern life and challenges. Because, you know, most of us aren't sitting in caves right now going into deep meditation. We're working, we have families, we're managing finances. So it's wonderful that this ancient system can actually be used to help us in modern life. So some modern definition of chakras are that they are these energy centers in the body that relate to our physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual well-being. And they are centers for the reception, assimilation, and expression of energy. One way that really helps me to understand the chakras is to see them as a lower triangle, a gateway, and a higher triangle. So the lower triangle is the first 3 chakras, the root chakra, which is the color red, and the element earth, and it relates to our survival and stability. Like we want to live, this chakra helps us live. The second chakra, the sacral chakra, relates to the pelvic area and the sex organs, the element of water, the color of orange, and this is all about our passions, our desires, our emotions. A lot of fluidity going on in that second chakra. Then there's the navel chakra, which is fire and the color yellow. And this is the seat of our self, our confidence, our vitality, and our energy. So this lower triangle root, sacral, navel is all about our relationship with the material world. So we need this strong foundation to take care of our bodies, take care of our finances, take care of our home. And you can think of your lower triangle as the realm of me. There's a lot of me and I. So it's really about self-preservation and self-promotion. And there's no judgment about that. It's more like, hey, it's important for these three chakras to be balanced for us to thrive in day-to-day living. Then we move the energy into this heart chakra. And the energy here is very different because this is the chakra for relationships, relationship with yourself, with others, and with the world. And in order to really make the leap from the lower triangle to the heart center, we start to understand what the word we means, meaning like, hey, I'm going to take care of myself, but I'm also going to take care of you. So it's this desire to help others, to support others, to really cultivate meaningful and authentic relationships with others. So we have the lower triangle, we have the heart center, and then we have the higher triangle, which is the throat chakra, the third eye chakra, and the crown chakra, Sahasrara. And these are more related to the spiritual realm, the subtle realm. The throat chakra, which is a beautiful color blue, is all about creative expression and expressing our truth in the world. Third eye is about wisdom and intuition and our ability to really see light, connect with our own light. And then the crown chakra is about having this open mind, cultivating a relationship with the divine, having awareness. And so the higher triangle is, again, that relationship with spirit. And the way this helps us is that we can think about the heart center as this balance point between earth and heaven, and it also helps us integrate earth and heaven. So now we're going to talk a little bit about heart chakra and what's going on here and how that relates to the practice of gratitude. So chakras can either be balanced or they can be deficient or excessive in energy. And deficient just means like there just isn't enough to sustain that chakra and we don't have access to the gifts. And it can also be excessive in energy where it's just like too much in taking over. And so if your heart chakra is balanced, we are relaxed in these parts of the body, which is the heart, the shoulders, the arms, the shoulder blades. Our breath is deep. We have these range of motion and movements with the arms and with the shoulders. And we feel deep sense of love within ourselves. We're able to give and receive love. There is compassion. There is empathy. There is forgiveness. There's gratitude. And if the energy in this chakra is deficient, sometimes we feel like we need to protect the heart chakra. So our posture might become sort of withdrawn like this. We end up being antisocial or having excessive boundaries because we're afraid of intimacy. And we can just really lack empathy for other people. If the energy is excessive in this heart center, then we may be clingy and possessive to other people, not having very good, clear boundaries, wanting to please people in order to receive the love that we want, and this need for attention and approval. So at any time we can experience balance, deficiency, or excessive energy. And so right now, let's just all put our hands on top of our heart chakra, usually one palm on the other. And first just notice how this part of the body feels. Is it tense? Is it relaxed? Does it feel spacious? How does the palms feel against the heart center? And as you connect with this heart chakra, really allow yourself to be in a place of kindness and curiosity rather than any judgment or criticism, because we're all human and we're going to experience lots of different qualities at this heart center. And then just sort of close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and just notice what you notice in your heart space. Breathe into it and try to relax this part of your body and deepen the breath. See if you can lengthen that inhale and exhale for a few seconds. And then slowly relax. So this is a great way to just connect with that heart center and just notice what you're feeling there. So whether your heart chakra is balanced, deficient, or excessive in energy, A powerful practice to bring this chakra into balance is gratitude. Gratitude. So gratitude is this thankful appreciation for what we have and what we receive. And it's really an acknowledgement of all that is good in our life. And sometimes people say, well, I don't want to be in la la land and just feel like everything's great. And you can still see the good in your life and the gifts and appreciate what you've been given and really receive it. And at the same time, acknowledge the hardships and the difficulties and the challenges in life. Our minds are actually wired to see the negative and to see danger. And so we have to sort of work really hard to be able to see and acknowledge the good also. And also it's this ability to be able to hold both of those things at the same time. So again, gratitude is this ability to recognize and acknowledge the gifts that we are given. And something that gratitude really helps us to realize is that often what we're grateful for is something that is that we receive from others or from nature or from a higher power if we believe in a higher power. So once we start to practice gratitude, there's this aha moment of how much people help us and support us and how appreciative we are of their efforts. And there's this idea of, oh, I'm in co-creation with others in this life. And this really helps to nourish and open that heart chakra, which is all about relationships, connecting with others and appreciating them. So this idea of, hey, I'm co-creating this life with others. The other thing that gratitude really helps us with is it brings us into the present moment. And human beings have this emotional system that loves novelty and newness. We quickly get used to what is good in our life. So think about the last time you were so excited about something. Maybe it was meeting a new friend or buying a house or buying a car or starting a relationship. We are very excited and appreciative, but then we just get used to it. And then when we get used to things, we take it for granted. That's just how we are wired. And so we just quickly adapt to whatever is good in our life. And what gratitude does is it helps us to appreciate these things that we've just taken for granted for so long. Suddenly, when you start thinking about your relationship or your home or your car or your own health, it helps you to see it with different eyes and to really enjoy it and experience pleasure with it again, and to not take it for granted anymore. Robert Emmons, he is like the authority on gratitude, and he did a lot of studies with over 1,000 people, and he had people start a gratitude journal for 3 weeks. And in those 3 weeks, he found that the people that stuck with it and did it actually had stronger immune systems, and that immune system is connected to our heart chakra. And they were able to sleep better, and they were more motivated to do different exercises, and they experienced more optimism, more happiness. They felt more generous and compassionate. So it's really amazing the benefits that a simple gratitude can create in one's life. And of course, all those things, being more happy, more forgiving, strengthening the immune system, are so good for that heart chakra. The great thing about gratitude is that it's something that's within us. We've all had spontaneous experiences of gratitude. You just kind of feel it in your heart and you're like, oh yes, that feels so good. So it's not something that we have to learn new. It's something that's just within us. It's a gift, but the more we practice it, the more the benefits we feel. So I'm going to share 3 ways with you to experience gratitude. The first one is to keep a gratitude journal. And I've been doing this for 2 years. I actually started it at the beginning of COVID because it was a stressful, isolating time for all of us. And I've noticed that it really made a huge difference in my level of happiness and fulfillment. So ideally, you would write in your gratitude journal same time. So either in the morning, in the evenings, or maybe at lunchtime. I like to do it in the morning with my morning coffee. Now those 2 things are inseparable. And ideally, you want to write down 5 things that you're grateful for in that moment. And usually they probably have to do with the day before, if you're doing it in the morning, or that evening. And as you write these 5 things down, it's really important to be as detailed as possible. The more detail it is, the more visceral it becomes, and the more your senses really engage with it, and the more you feel it in your heart center. So if I said, oh, I'm really grateful for my dog Bodhi, that feels good. But if I add details to it, if I say, oh, I'm so grateful for my dog Bodhi and the way she snuggles up against my leg in the morning as I'm drinking coffee, and her little nose like nuzzles against my skin and I feel it. And then she has this loud snore that's so endearing. And when I hear her snoring, it just fills my heart with love and gratitude because she's 14 years old and it makes me appreciate every moment with her. Those details, I actually feel a difference in my body and filling up with that love and gratitude. The other really important thing is that the 5 things need to be different things every day because our brains like newness, like novelty, like change. And if you're writing about the same 5 things every day, you just get used to it and it doesn't affect those neural pathways in the brain. So in order to really move from a place of pessimism to optimism and seeing the good in life, it's 5 new things. And you might think, whoa, there's no way I can think of 5 new things every day, but you would be amazed at how you really can. You know, you just start with your body and you think of the basic things of like, oh, my breath. I'm so grateful for my breath. I'm so grateful for my eyes that allow me to see the world in this way. I'm so grateful for my heart. I'm grateful for my health. And then from your own well-being, thinking about your home, all the wonderful things in your home, like just simply a hot shower, you know, how good that feels, or sleeping in your own bed, or if you have plants or a yard, just all the ways that nature enriches your life. And then gratitude for the relationships in your life, gratitude for this Llewellyn community, gratitude for all the books out there that enrich your life. So it's amazing how your heart and your mind just opens up to all these things in your life that normally we really don't think about very much. So gratitude journal, find a time, same time, either morning or evening or lunchtime, 5 new things every day, be specific as possible. If you have a strong inner critic, a lot of us have a strong inner critic. One thing that helps with that is to let one of those 5 things be about yourself. Like, this is what I'm really grateful about myself, or this is what I really appreciate about myself. Because every day, all of you are doing something that's really good, that's really helpful, that's really beneficial, that's really kind, that's really compassionate. So taking the time to write that about yourself can really fill your own heart with acceptance and compassion for yourself and tame that inner critic. And if you're in a relationship and it's struggling a little bit, whether it's with a partner or a parent or a friend, also letting the people in your life know how much you appreciate them, and on a daily basis, just something really simple. Hey, I really appreciate that you washed the dishes in the morning. That gave me an extra 5 minutes and made a difference in my day. Thank you so much. So it just allows you to connect more with the people in your life, and rather than seeing some of the flaws, really seeing all the good that they do. So if you have a piece of paper or a pen right now, or you want to just put it in the chat, these are a few things you're grateful for. I welcome that. Just really feels good, gives your whole boost and heart chakra some love and energy. And also, we have time for a little bit of a gratitude meditation. So in my book, Unlock the Power of Your Chakras, I offer 2 meditations for each of the chakras to help bring it into balance. And so this is a wonderful way to just fill this heart center. So you can sit in any way that's comfortable, sitting in a chair, sitting on the floor. And first, you want to really relax your shoulders. And if you can, you want to bring those ears over the shoulders. And ideally, the shoulders are over the hips. And you're going to take your hands and you're going to make a little cup, this kind of cup with your hands. This is a beautiful mudra for opening the heart. And then you're going to bring this cup right in front of your heart center. And then relax those elbows and relax those shoulders. Good. And then close your eyes and just take a few deep breaths. Inhale into that heart space. Exhale into that heart space. Good. And then you're going to visualize all the blessings and gifts in your life. Small things, big things, your breath, the time that you have right now to be in this space, your heart center, your spouse, your dog, the blue sky, this beautiful day. Just visualize all the blessings and feel them pouring into your cupped hand, like they're just pouring out all these blessings and all these gifts in your life. And just feel this cup overflowing. And then slowly feel these blessings coming into your heart chakra, just energizing and balancing. Visualizing that beautiful lotus flower, color green, coming into balance. And visualize this green light flowing from the side, back, in front of your body, and really this green energy of love and compassion filling up the whole room that you're in. And you're really bathing yourself in all the blessings that are already in your life, overflowing. And then start to open up to any blessings that you're ready to receive. At this moment in time, what are you ready and opening up yourself to receive? And really visualize that coming into your life, whether it's a person, an experience, a thing. Really feel, what does it feel like in your heart to have it, to be it, to experience it? And visualize it in your mind. Connect with all the senses in your body. Breathe into it. And then slowly bring the palms together into that prayer pose and take the thumbs, press them into your sternum. And again, take a moment and just feel what you feel at your heart center, at your heart chakra. And really plant the seeds of gratitude. Grateful for yourself. Grateful for your friends, grateful for your community, grateful for this experience together. And really feeling your heart center as a space of giving and receiving love, opening to deeper levels of compassion, of empathy, of gratitude. Just sending and receiving love in all directions. And take a nice deep, deep inhale through the nose. And exhale it out through the mouth. And relax the hands. Good. So those are some great practices to really open the heart center. Gratitude journal, telling the people in your life what you appreciate about them on a daily basis, and this simple, sweet meditation that you could do for 1 minute, 3 minutes, or even 10 minutes. And any of these practices, highly encourage you to do them for 21 days, 3 weeks. That's really how long it takes to create a new habit and see the changes in your life. And if you want to learn more, you can visit me at MasudaMohamadi.com and also check out my book coming out on August 8th, Unlock the Power of Your Chakras. And if you have any questions, happy to answer them now, or any comments or anything that you want to share, just looking at the chats. Great to see people from Australia, all over, Florida, Antonio. Awesome. Wonderful. Oh, that's great. Wonderful for being alive, Tara. That's awesome. The wind that cools me when it's hot. Grateful for the heat when I'm cold. Grateful that there's still good people out there. Yes, lots of good people in the world. Kimberly, I'm grateful for my mother and that she and my father provided me with such a good upbringing. Oh, I feel that in my heart. That's really wonderful. Grateful for all the deities and angels and aliens out there. Thank you so much. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I'm so grateful for this experience and being with all of you. Appreciate it. Happy Father's Day. It's a beautiful Sunday here in Virginia. So Thank you.